I'm said I'm good at this. All right. Welcome everybody to we haven't made up a name yet, but this is Keith. I'm Justin, and unfortunately, we're waiting on Jayden. So when he does come up, he will be here. We are going to talk about basketball today. We appreciate it, and we all have some different topics we want to bring up. So let's get it started.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I
Thank you.
can't do that.
I've been told I'm all right, but yeah. So I can start off if you want. All right. So my first topic I wanted to go over, because me and Jay always talk about this like consistently. It's Russell Westbrook's legacy. Yeah, it's a big one, right? So I always say like he's gonna go down in history as like the most polarizing player to like ever play the game. And I think like that's pretty true, because there's so many things when you look at like his history, especially with this season, like there's so many different things you want to critique and you want to think he's a good player. So my main question is like, what do you think of his legacy, and do you think he's completely ruined it with this season?
His legacy will go down as one of the greats. He'll always be in that top 75. Like when they make a top 100, he will be there.
Oh, he just sent his email.
Okay, bet. My man will be there. This season, it looks really bad.
Okay.
But it's one season though. We've seen like it's one season and he's like 34, 33.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's getting up there in age.
Thanks.
He said he needs a second. He's getting up there in age, so like I don't know why people don't expect him to decline. It was bound to happen. Not this type of season. He just looks completely out of sorts. This is he sucks. It's bad. But his legacy, he'll go down as probably one of the most gifted players, physically gifted players in history, no matter what. Even after this season, if he still sucks, it's undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
The most triple doubles in history.
Facts.
Like LeBron didn't do that, bro. Like that's a lot of work. Mm-hmm. He took some bums from OKC to the playoffs. They ain't going nowhere. But it was him and nobody. It was him and a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So his legacy is staple. It's here to stay.
Right, but I feel some of the issues people bring up is true. So basically this season, it's been showing all the problems he's had are now in full effect, because now he's on a championship roster. Well, what is supposed to be a championship roster, and I think it's hard to defend this man. Especially if you're a fan of Westbrook, like it's really hard to defend this man.
If he was doing this on a team that showed potential of greatness, I would agree. But this team all around is bad.
True.
Kendrick Nunn hasn't touched the floor at all. Everyone's over 35.
Mm-hmm.
They all play old. They leave
Facts.
the guarding to they leave the defense to the young players. But since there's like 2 or 3 young players, it's like you have to play defense. DeAndre Jordan, not what he used to be. He can't jump like
at
that.
At all.
Dwight shows you every once in a while, like he can do that. Yeah. But like
you bring up a good point too. Not to cut you off. I always say another issue that he going through this season, like the lineups don't work with him. He has to be on the floor with just straight shooters around him, because he needs the space to drive to the paint, and he don't got that unless he's either coming off the bench or they're running a lineup where AD at center, which AD doesn't even like to do.
It's hard. It's not hard, but it's hard because when everyone's cutting, it's not even everyone's cutting. Like Malik stands in the corner, the other guy just stands in the corner. AD is just gonna be standing roaming the paint. Westbrook gonna be cutting because we know he's not gonna do anything else but cut. And LeBron is just controlling the ball. That's 2 people just standing around one person clogging where Westbrook needs to go, and LeBron gonna do what LeBron gonna do. Like he's gonna score, pass, he's gonna make the right play.
Right.
But when the right play isn't that good, what do you do?
Right. But I've seen that happen a couple of times too. Even when LeBron's not on the floor and Westbrook has the ball, but he sees the play gets clogged, he'll take a bad shot or he'll just get fumbled and lose the ball.
Exactly. And but like at the same time, a lot of it is on him. Your jump shots should not be hitting the shot clock.
No funny shit. The jump shot against the Bucks where he like hit the side of it was awful. Like everything he hasn't worked on, you can clearly see is coming back to him because his athleticism is slowly fading.
If you're standing in the paint and Giannis is over you and he's gonna let you take the jump shot, he's gonna turn around and grab the rebound. There's an issue. If you're going for a layup and
the whole arena is screaming, "Don't shoot! It's over."
Come on, bro. You have to learn how to do. His game didn't age well
at all.
But at the same time, his game still fits well. It just needs to be surrounded by, it needs to be built around him, but we see building around him doesn't work. So I guess there is an argument that says
that's what I'm saying. It's hard. It's a weird toss up because we've seen him succeed when the team is built around him, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, it doesn't win. So now when the season started, we all hoping he can adjust his game, be better than what we've seen and shit like that, or be more than what he's seen. Not even better. That shit has not worked out so far. And we still got more games left. It's been a really long season for that guy. Even the Lakers overall, but the Westbrook a lot too.
I mean, this season is over for both of them. Like Westbrook, he's most likely leaving. I'm not sure how with that contract. And the Lakers just need to start over. It's just not start over. Yeah, start over.
You think?
Because like
when you say all right, but when you say start over, what you mean?
I can't hear you.
When you say start over, what you mean by that? Still no? You hear me now?
To talk again?
Yo.
To talk again? I can't hear you though.
Oh my gosh, no.
This is my shit too. I hear something. I hear you. I hear you.
All right. We good?
Yeah, we good. What happened?
All right. I was asking, when you say the Lakers need to start over, what you mean exactly?
I stopped myself because I wasn't sure what I meant, because I was like starting over, because like I'm pretty sure LeBron gonna stay and AD gonna stay. Mm-hmm. So like that's not technically starting over, but they need to make some moves. Yeah. Rebuilding around LeBron just sound weird. He 36.
I mean, I get it, yeah.
Like, what I mean. But like,
LeBron, yeah, when they had got LeBron, it was basically like, all right, it's whatever he said, we gotta follow at this point. That's why Westbrook even ended up on the team. But I think I forgot, some reporter said it, like LeBron just made the wrong decision and taking Westbrook over other players. Yeah. So
I mean, this year, the GM made a bunch of wrong decisions. Melo was a good decision. He's old though. Like you could just see the age, bro. It's like from the beginning of the season, you could see they had high energy. But as the wear and tear came on, the age showed they're not doing things. Mm-hmm. It's just when you have someone that's as wild as Westbrook, having pieces that aren't 100% what they are or what they were, was it going to help anybody?
Right. I mean, one more. I don't know. There's nothing more they could do this season. Like you said, I think it's over for this season, but
it's done.
They definitely, when end of the season come, they definitely have to reevaluate what they want out of the roster. because I think LeBron was just thinking like he's gonna have a whole bunch of old heads who were all stars back in the day, and this shit gonna work out. And it's not the case. And I think he was thinking names instead of fit, which is wrong. He should have been thinking fit first because he really needed shooters and defenders instead of just names that were the shit. Not to say that they don't all have great legacies, but they
or
not
just
for winning the shit.
Or just like straight up scorers. Period. He just needs someone that's just gonna score. Malik Monk is nice because he's a scorer. He's a shooter, but he can score. Everyone else, Trevor Ariza, just 3 defense. You too old. Trey, you can't guard Trae Young.
He is too old.
Bro, stop it, bro. Taylor Horton Tucker, he does whatever he wants.
And you know what's fucked up with him? They could have had a chance in last season to trade for him for Kyle Lowry because the Raptors originally wanted him. So it was I was telling Jay about this too. They could have had Kyle Lowry in the middle of the last season, right? Then at the end of the summer, they were going back and forth whether they wanted DeMar or Westbrook, and they chose Westbrook over DeMar.
They would have had DeMar, Kyle.
Then even worse, I'll take it even a step further. Caruso would have took a pay cut to come back just to play with LeBron.
Oh, like you didn't have to tell me for me to know that. That man wanted to be like, I don't know why. Kuzma started killing. Like, I was killing Kuzma for like the past 2 years, but like I knew he was good. He was solid. He just did too much sometimes. I mean, I won't even say he did too much. It's just like when you're in LA, your mistakes just look 10 times worse than what they are.
Facts.
So like, when he would miss a layup, I would be like, this nigga sucks. But like,
no, that's what Westbrook going through too. Exactly. Every time he missed, I'll be like, God damn it.
You're just bad at basketball.
That's.
They could have had it. Nah, they played this wrong from last year to this year. Nah, it was weird.
I understand. I guess I understand his thinking. I'm thinking because LeBron was thinking, I'm gonna have days where I'm gonna have to go off. So, take the day off. So I'm gonna need Westbrook to step up. Yeah, he ain't stepping up. Unfortunately,
I feel like they were like, we got experience over the league. Like we have all of these players that have years under their belt. And then when they ran into the Oklahoma City Thunder, where everyone's 22 and can basically do 360 dunks.
Yo, literally got cooked twice in the early part of the season. I was so disgusted. I was like, Jesus.
It's like they forgot that you need to be able to play from the first quarter to the fourth
82
quarter.
games. Yes, it's 82 games in a season, right?
Like, can y'all do that?
Can y'all stay that long?
Like LeBron, like you do know everyone else doesn't take care of their body like you.
No one's spending $1 million on their body like you every year. Like,
hell no, bro. So when you get old people, you get old people.
Facts. I agree.
DeAndre is the worst.
No, for sure. No, he really I don't know what the heck, because I peeped it in Brooklyn too. Like he was a shell of what he was.
I peeped it when he was on the Knicks. I'm like, this man isn't jumping.
Yo, I forgot that's how bad he been. I forgot he was on the Knicks.
He was on. I was like, yo, bro, he doesn't jump. He hops.
Yo, literally. I started really watching him. I was like, yo, is his athleticism his knees must be destroyed because this man don't do nothing no more.
Bro, Lob City did it to that man's knees. Facts. All that jumping, bro. Nah, it was too much. Him and Blake, you could just see it. That type of play style it's not good for longevity.
At all. You gotta do, but I would say it worked out a little better for Blake because Blake always showed that he had a little bit different game. He could pass a little bit, dribble, all that shit. But definitely you're not good to your knees, them shits is gonna go. And then
my man Jordan had one game, jump really high for the ball. That's it, bro. And when you can't do that, I don't know why they keep picking him up.
No, I know that's what made the trade deadline even worse for them niggas too, because they didn't have no pieces to trade. THT didn't have the same leverage that they had last season, so it was all over the place. It's been a really long season for the Lakers.
That's all.